Hello and welcome to Millie White Cooks. In today's recipe I'll be showing you how to make my easy and super delicious crunchy pumpkin spice granola made with real pumpkin and my own warming spice blend. It's suitable for vegetarians and vegans, completely dairy free, and I'll show you how you can make it gluten free too if you want. My pumpkin spice granola is packed full of heart-healthy goodness such as seeds, nuts, fruits and even real pumpkin. It's the perfect way to start the day on any autumn morning. You can find this and many more great granola and muesli recipes in my Brunch and Breakfast Cookbooks, details in the description box below. We'll start by taking a quick look at the ingredients list. What you'll need to start with will depend on whether you want to make my low cholesterol beta-glucan rich version of this granola, which is what I'm making today, or my gluten and wheat-free version, but I'll explain what you'll need for that in a moment. So today, in this jug, I have 285 grams or 3.5 cups of rolled oats and 150 grams or 1 cup of barley flakes, which are both excellent sources of beta-glucan, which can help lower cholesterol. I've also got in here 50 grams or 1/3 of a cup of rye flakes and 115 grams or 1 cup of quinoa flakes. However, whilst the oats and quinoa flakes are naturally gluten-free, barley and rye flakes most definitely are not. So if I was going to make my gluten-free version of this granola, I would use 400 grams or 5 cups of gluten-free rolled oats, still combined with 115 grams or 1 cup of quinoa flakes, but instead of the barley and rye flakes, I would use 100 grams or 4 cups of organic gluten-free puffed brown rice instead. Going forward, all of the other ingredients are the same. So here I've got 85 grams or 1 cup of unsweetened desiccated or flaked coconut, 45 grams or 1/3 of a cup of pumpkin seeds, and the same again in sunflower seeds. I've taken 175 grams or 1 3/4 cups of walnut halves and roughly chopped them. This is 125 grams or 1.5 cups of soft dried apple slices, which come like this in the packet, but I've also roughly chopped them into bite-sized pieces too. In this little dish I have the spices for my pumpkin spice granola, and they are 2 1/4 teaspoons of warming ground ginger, plus 1.5 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Then I need 2 1/4 teaspoons of ground nutmeg, which will be about half of this seed, and I'll freshly grate it so that it doesn't lose its wonderful flavour. Normally I would add 75 grams or half a cup of sultanas, but I'd run out, so I've used the same quantity of raisins instead. But you absolutely must have pumpkin in pumpkin spice granola, and this is 180 grams or 3/4 of a cup of canned pumpkin puree. The other wet ingredients are 180 ml or 3/4 of a cup of apple juice, which is called apple cider in America, plus a delicious 60 ml or 1/4 of a cup of pure maple syrup. Finally, I'm using 1 tablespoon of walnut oil, but if you don't have this to hand, then you could use either rapeseed or sunflower oil instead. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more healthy cooking inspiration. Now let's get cooking. So first of all, add the oats and flakes to a nice large bowl. Next, grate in the nutmeg. Then add the ground ginger and cinnamon and give things a nice mix. Add the seeds and nuts and stir well again. Next, in a separate bowl, mix together the coconut, raisins or sultanas and dried apple pieces and set aside. Finally, in a jug, Combine together the apple juice, pumpkin puree, oil and maple syrup and whisk together. Then pour over the dry mix. Stir really well to ensure that all the ingredients are damp with no dry patches. Just keep turning over the mix. It won't be wet, just dampened all over and should look like this. Now I've lined a large baking sheet with baking parchment, but you may need 2 baking sheets if they are smaller. I've preheated my oven to 140 degrees Celsius fan, 300 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. Spread out the granola mix in an even layer, breaking up any larger clumps, then pop it into the oven. You're going to need to bake this for a total of 45 minutes to an hour, but we're going to check it and turn the mixture over every 15 minutes or so, and we're going to add the coconut and fruit towards the end. So here it is after the first 15 minutes. It's started to toast, but it's still quite damp. I'm turning the mixture over, making sure that I draw in from the edges, which always cook the fastest. And this is after 30 minutes. You can see that it's definitely getting crunchier, but there's still steam coming off the mix, which means it's definitely not ready. So I'll turn it all over again and pop it back in the oven. The granola has now had 45 minutes and it's now ready for me to add the coconut and dried fruits, which I only want to lightly toast. So I add them to the pan and mix it well to combine, and then pop it back into the oven for a final 10 to 15 minutes. The granola is ready when it's like this, all toasted, golden and crunchy. Leave it to cool completely. Now all that's left to do is store it away, and I love to use these clip-top style glass jars, but any airtight container is fine. In my house, this gorgeous granola can disappear faster than a pumpkin coach at midnight, but just to let you know, as well as enjoying it on its own with just milk or yoghurt, you can also use my pumpkin spice granola as a fabulous topping on a fruit crumble. And watch out for my video recipe for my pumpkin granola muffins. Pumpkinlicious. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have. You can find this recipe in my Brunch and Breakfast Cookbooks. I have one for those specifically looking for gluten-free breakfast recipes, and another for those looking for low-fat and low-cholesterol options. They are available as a paperback or Kindle book from Amazon, or as an ebook from iBooks, Nook or Kobo. You'll find all the links in the description box below, and I also have a quick video preview you can watch too. You may also like to watch more of my recipe videos, like these for my plum crazy green smoothie or my lemon vanilla poached pears. Thank you so much for your company. Please also let me know in the comments if you make this recipe, or if you'd like to see a video of any other of my recipes, and bye for now.